Okay, hello all you crazy people out there. My name is Dragonite, and welcome back to Celestian Tales, Old North. I am in the middle of the insane insanity forest place, and I am going to get chased down by a blob. All right, that's been taken care of. I'm following my directions, and I'm gonna go north because that's the only way out of this map. And then here's a little pond. This is a little pond. I don't know if there's any further significance to this pond besides a shiny. Totem of the Owl. Have there been shinies in here that I've missed? Because I was not aware that there were actually items in this map. Interesting. And if we leave once again, you can see that we ended up in a different place than where we exited from. All right. I did pick up a level in one of those recent battles, so I should go and have a look at the things I learned. Triple slash. Is that better than it uses more stamina points, so I assume it's higher power, but it doesn't say what it doesn't actually say that. I'll try it out, see how I like it. Who else? Stamina burn, I think, was a new one. Reduces the target's stamina by 2. If I was wise, I would start playing with stamina on enemies, so I think I'll try that. Nature's Caress and Mark Enemy. I think Nature's Blessing was the one that I learned. Oh, everyone starts with +1 stamina. That's pretty cool. Okay, I will replace the 1 stamina ability for another stamina ability. Anyway, I can exit this map from the west. I can I avoid you? You really are giving me decent experience, so I feel like I shouldn't. As you can see, quite a lot of experience, so I feel like I shouldn't skip the battles, but they do take kind of a long time, which is rather annoying. Anyway, west. And here's another save station. I will create a new save instead of saving over my old one, just in case this recording goes bad. And then there's going to be a little scene playing. What the hell is that? The spirit guardian of the gardens. Don't worry, he's very calm and gentle for a fey creature. Famous last words. Calm and friendly. It doesn't look like that to me. Now that you mention it, I think I noticed a naughty smile there. Wait. If that's what I think it means, then he wants to play with us until we're half dead. It's coming, get ready. This is a boss fight, or at least a semi-boss fight. I cannot remember. Okay, so you're going to be more of the blue wisp things. I'm going to take care of the minions first, just like always. Disintegrate armor. So one of the annoying things about the creatures in this area are that they like to drain your stamina. And I am somewhat less than appreciative of that. I'm going to scan the spirit guardian so I can see how much HP you have. 5,000. Okay, so 5 good whacks with Severin's sword should take you down. Severin. Let's see how much I can do to a one of the thingies. Okay, 2,000. That's pretty good. Nienna. I feel like I'm gonna want to save that, but I also want to use it now because I don't know if my stamina is going to get drained by one of these annoying things. Like I said, they don't do a tremendous amount of damage. I'm not too worried about health, at least not right now. There goes 1, which is good. I'm more worried about, having things like status induced on me. Yeah, okay, so as soon as I say you don't do a ton of damage, you go and do that to Sev. That's pretty cool. The stamina drain, as you can see right there. And something I followed on Steam just posted an update, which is not appearing on the recording. Okay, I guess. Let's take out the friend. Yeah, go after Sev. Go after Sev. Sev is gonna go after you. We're down to 1. I'm going to have Nienna heal. Nienna can heal, right? Nienna can heal. Actually, do I want to disintegrate armor first? That'll ensure that I do more damage to the one thing. And Pierre, 300 HP. That's not too much. 501. That's okay. That'll help me survive at least another hit. And, of course, you don't go after Severin that time. Cool. Excellent. Fabulous. I don't have enough stamina points to do anything, just barely. Alright, I will trust that your defense is actually down, and that would have done more damage had it not been down, but... I don't have any damaging moves. Did it say how long your defense down will last? I don't remember if it said. Alright, I still don't have any... I still don't have enough stamina points to do anything interesting. Yeah, go after Nienna, because she has the passive heal at the end of every turn ability thing. I can now use triple slash. Is your defense still down? Your defense is still down. Okay. That did about as much damage to you as it did to, the minion. I don't know if you have inherently higher defense than the minion or something. That was a lot of experience. Bye. Be seeing you. Is it really gone now? Should we expect another surprise coming our way? I don't sense its presence here anymore. It must have left. These bloody spirits should really find other ways to have fun. Something that doesn't involve risking lives would be great. The elves, they don't do such things, right? Of course not. We don't tease our guests, we shred them to pieces and feed them to our man-eating pet plants the moment they step into our grove. That was a long sentence. I know. I can see the impatience in your eyes. We're close already. Why don't we just keep going? So she wants to get moving. If you want to, it's clear that she's joking, right? No. Not in the slightest. If you want to hint as to where we're, supposed to go out of these 4 directions, they are moving south. And that is indeed the direction you have to go. The game isn't trying to fake you out or waste your time like the rest of this forest is. Or anything. I need to go... Alright. Okay, I got a level out of that as well. I just... suddenly obscured my notes. So I can't see where I have to go. This map up there is where we came from, right? So I have to go south. Once again. So says the paper in front of me. Then west... Then north, and I think... Alright, I just got a level. I seriously don't really want to... Alright, I guess I'll... My god. Alright, anyway, this should be the last map. So says the notes. Okay, can I seriously avoid you all now? I can. That's nice. For me. And then we're going to phase under the bridge. Because this game actually just exists in a flat plane, and... there isn't actually depth, so you have to cheat like that. And you just go mind your own business. Mind your own business. Thank you. And we're, okay. This should be the end, right? Great. Is this some kind of an elven welcome I'm not aware of, or are we being blatantly stared at? We don't get visitors often. For most of the people here, you're only the second human to come into the city. Can't blame us for being wary. Why are the elves so reluctant to explore the world outside? There are so many things out there. Aren't you curious about it all? Aren't there some among you who are, at least? You're looking at one now, Pierre. Why do you think I agreed to be your guide? Don't mind those watchful eyes, and let's go see the Elder. Her house is on the city's upper level. Okay. Hi, you're just walking around. Unusual of companies. Unusual companions. I tried to say that at the same time. It didn't really work. The Elder wants to hear from me. Just for a refresher, in case anyone was wondering. The game is telling us not to do the usual RPG things. This is the second time I am attempting to do this recording, and since the first one didn't work out, at least Okay, let me rephrase that. Since the first one, the guy I was supposed to talk to at one point decided that he didn't want to talk to me, so I couldn't continue. So I just decided to do the entire thing over again, and I decided to take that recording, write down all of the directions and all of the things not to do in the forest. And that is what you saw just now, so I really hope at least one person appreciates that, because that was a pain in the neck. Okay, I'm talking to a bunch of NPCs. You're associating with alien creatures. Do be careful, you don't know when they'll bite. I can confirm, I don't know when they'll bite either. Humans are annoying and weird, and thank God I can be a derpy yellow dragon, right? One of these days that joke is going to stop being old. Okay. So... Everyone is basically saying the same thing, and it looks like that is a, there's a seam in the ground right there. Anyway, I am being told to go talk to the Elder. Is this it? That exterior looks different than the rest of them. It looks like a watercolor or something, and the rest of it... I mean, I guess the rest of the scenery looks kind of watercolored too, but it looks different. Alright, anyway. You, there's a yellow skip button, so I assume you're important. I have returned, Elder, and I come to you with companions. I've heard of you coming from the Fey Envoys, Nienna. Not often do they let outsiders pass the gardens. It looked more like we pushed through rather than them letting us through. Yeah, I mean, come on. Lahari, I guess that's Lahari. Is that supposed to be pronounced Lahari? He has a point. Count your blessings, boy. Had they wanted you to run in circles until you die of exhaustion, they would have done so already. Now tell me, child, what important matter can there be that you must bring these unsightly creatures into our domain? The Face Slayer failed its mission, Elder. The Emerald King continues his rough awakening and is growing stronger by the minute. We come seeking your aid, hoping that you may help us fight him. There's not much time before he walks the realm once again. Huh. We have lent talent... Talent? What? We have lent them a guide out of generosity, and now they ask for more instead of turning into their own. The Elvenkin are not obliged to help them, child. Less so when they could have handled this themselves would they swallow their pride. By that you mean something to the effect of not killing the Emerald King, right? Also, there's a glowing spot on your bed. I want to rate it. Okay. You're right. We don't have to help them, but I believe that it's in our interest that we do. The human realm is governed by the balance of power, Elder. They're keeping this a secret as to not disrupt it, as to avoid unnecessary conflicts. Let the mongrels fight among themselves for all I care. I like you. Perhaps with enough of them gone, this realm can be peaceful once more. Should the humans fight among themselves, I believe even this grove of ours can't protect us from their flames. Throughout our kin's history, have we not always walled ourselves from human conflicts? And have we not always walled ourselves? And okay, so it didn't work, is what she's saying. I see you've learned from the Wanderer's finesse in words, Nienna. I'll take that as a compliment. So this is the wielder of the Face Slayer. He looks like the type, indeed. Looks like the type. Are there any criteria for someone to be able to wield the sacred sword? Well, you're certainly a slow one. Do you think these swords pick their wielders at random, and he's just a lucky kid? Yeah? I thought swords are metallic tools made for killing, not choosing. What in Deus' name are these things? Okay, sorry for the minor interruption. Where was I? Centuries ago, 3 swords were forged by mystic smiths of the Rarasan Empire. Imbued with magic to defeat their own kin, one was made for the elves, one was made for the humans, and one to unite them both. I bet I know which one got the shaft all the time. They're powerful weapons given birth for a sole purpose, to defeat a great army from the east that threatened to invade their lands. The Celestians, the swords are relics from the era of the conquest. So that the swords won't fall into the wrong hands, they were made to accept only wielders with not just physical fitness, but also certain virtues. Correct me if I'm wrong, but did she just imply that Pierre has physical fitness? Because he looks like he's about 9 years old. Whatever. Maybe it's just you know, forecasting into the future or something like that. Decade or so. The Face Slayer seeks temperance, common among the long-lived elves, but rarely seen in the shorter-aged humans. The Garou, in contrast, seeks courage, which is often seen among the humans whose shorter lives make them strive for greatness. Wait, that can't be true. I've never seen the Garou reject anyone who tries to wield it, even those without much courage. That's because every sacred sword acts differently to those they deem unworthy. You see, when wielded by someone whose merits it rejects, a sacred sword will awaken the virtues they seek and push it beyond limits. So much are these virtues pushed that it becomes vices. That is a hard sentence to read out loud. For the Face Slayer, too much temperance makes one a pacifist. For the Garou, too much courage, it turns people into madmen. 7. If it makes you feel any better, you were already slightly mad in the beginning. I found it interesting to watch Severin's progression, like, through madness, if you want to call it that, over the course of this DLC. He's, He was always angry at the beginning of the game. He was always angry at everyone, but he had his moments where he could talk like a normal dude and not scream at anyone. Like with that soldier on the boat and with Elaine, and I guess Elaine doesn't count because he's kind of his friend, but in the castle room or whatever. And then he progressively got angrier and angrier with Pierre and Sophie and the other Sophie's dad or whoever that was, and now with the elves. Did I read this one already? I'll read it again. Be wary, wielders. Let your guard down, and you may find yourself to be a weapon, and that sword your master. Now then, about helping you defeat the Emerald King. I know of one amulet of old times that protects its wearer from the ancients. Its craftsmanship has been passed down from many elven generations past. However, for me to make it, I will ask you to deliver here a certain ingredient that only exists in the human realm. Anything you ask for, Elder. If it's in our ability to get it, we will. I like your conviction, so befitting of one who wields the Garou. South of this forest lies a vast mountain range, one that borders the Old North from the rest of the world. The Great White Serpent, the only way past it is to sail through the Cavern of Sylphs, which lies under the city of Levantine, where it leads to the Outer Realms. You're not going to ask us to climb it or something, are you? Nothing at all like that, boy. All you have to do is find the dire boar, a special kind that resides only in the mountains. I need a few of their tusks. Bring them to me, and I'll make you the amulet. That sounds simple enough. We should be able to find some near the village of Mudtown, shouldn't we, Sir Severin? That does seem to be so. Oh, and one more thing. From now until you return, both the Garou and the Face Layer shall stay here. Yeah, Sev, you're fighting with your fist from now on. But I can't fight without the sword. I'm no well-trained knight, just a boy given strength by the sword. Without it, I'll just be dead weight. Look, Elder, the sacred sword was trusted to me, and only to me. I can't leave it to someone else's care, not even to you. Then, we're done here. Good luck with the Emerald King. She has a lot of leverage in this negotiation, doesn't she? Nienna, you can leave these two now. Consider yourself relieved of your task. Wait, Elder, there must be some way to do this. Some other way to do this. You came here asking for my help. Don't tell me you're not prepared to give something in return. I'm doing this out of I'm doing this out of my limitless generosity. If you don't want it, you and King can go fight each other for all I care. Wow, the last 10 minutes were sure a waste of my time. Fine, I'll leave the Garou here until we return. Are you sure about this, Sir Severin? Let's think it through for a bit. I didn't have it equipped anyway. What did I have equipped? I thought it was the Face Layer, but he's not complaining about that one. It's either we get this amulet and hope it works, or we give up the task and tell everyone to get their armies up. Both are risky, but one of those options will definitely screw the realm up. I'll gladly take the risk over a certain path to chaos. Alright, I trust you on this, sir. That's more like it. Now the swords, if you please. So that's, oh, the Durandal, because that's the other name for the Face Layer, or something like that. I can't remember. Should I find even a single chip on these blades when we return? My, making threats now, are you? Bark as much as you want. I can break your sword into pieces, and there's nothing your feeble human strength can do to harm me. Know your place, puny human, and learn some temperance from your friend here. Perhaps then the Face Layer will give you a glance, a chance? I think it's a glance. Chance would have made more sense, though. Nienna, take them to Azindo, the blacksmith, and tell him to prepare the swords for these men to borrow. Yes, Elder. I'll be waiting for you to return, humans. Oh, and so do these swords, I suppose. Okay. So, before I do anything else, that's a branded mail. I know I picked up like a bracelet of some sort at some point in the forest. I did not look at it. I think it was this one. Silence Resist. That is going to Nienna. Let's see, which of these... That's the region, then that's extra health. I kind of like both of those. 50 HP isn't that much. Alright, I'm going to make you immune to silence because wizards tend to not like silence. Alright, branded mail. Oh, I already have that. Alright, that's cool. Anyway... Celestian Tales, Old North, Howl of the Ravager. We're learning things. We're moving along. We're advancing this story. We're something. Oh god, what do people usually say to events like that? I can't remember. Anyway, in the next part, we will go and talk to the blacksmith and go off to the mud boar No, Mud Town, to get the Dire Boar thing. And then, I guess we'll have to come back here. This is about the point where my game kind of broke and the guy I was supposed to talk to didn't want to talk to me the first time I tried doing this. After this, it'll be basically blind. I will see you all later.